Word ones, did you know robotic affirmations can help you overcome feeling unworthy? What's up, it's Gene, this word to be great. Now I want to talk to you guys about this, and this is going to be one of those videos where I'm just having a conversation with you, because the term robotic affirmation is something I discovered recently. Now, affirmations themselves, I'm not new to that. I've been practicing affirmations for years. As a matter of fact, I first learned about them in Napoleon Hill book, Think and Grow Rich, and some other books like Power Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. But actually, robotic affirmations, I love this term. This is something I just learned about. I was in a program and there was another entrepreneur in there and he mentioned this. So I want to talk to you guys today about how you can use these affirmations to overcome that feeling of not being good enough, that feeling of being unworthy, because many of us don't go after our goals and dreams because of these feelings. So what are robotic affirmations? Pretty much, to me, it's a form of auto-suggestion. That's when you send some positive affirmation over your mind of something you want to become reality in your life. I first discovered the power of affirmations before I even know what they were. And I discovered this when I was a teenager. See, when I was a senior in high school, I really wanted to play college basketball. But the problem was I didn't get much playing time. I sat the bench most of the time. But I still had this burning desire to play college basketball. So what I did unknowingly is every day I used to tell myself, I'm going to get a college basketball letter. I'm going to get a college basketball letter. I would say it, I will feel it, I will believe it. And what I didn't realize is I was practicing robotic affirmations. I was telling myself over and over again, I'm going to get a college basketball letter. When I was practicing by myself, when I was in the weight room, when I was jogging, I just kept telling myself this over and over again. And when I used to see my high school coach, I used to walk up to him and say, Coach, do you got a letter for me? And he would say to me, hey, Mosley, listen, you hardly played, son. If I was you, I'll focus on academics. You're probably not going to play college basketball. But despite that, I kept telling myself, I'm going to get a college basketball letter. I'm going to get a college basketball letter. And I didn't even realize at the time I was training my subconscious mind to draw that to me. See, we all have a subconscious mind. That subconscious is something that controls your heart rate, your breathing, and it can actually attract things into your life. But in order for that to happen, you have to impress upon your subconscious mind exactly what you want. And by using these robotic affirmations over and over again, you're training your subconscious mind to attract the thing that you desire. So that's what I kept doing. I kept on telling myself every day, I'm going to get a college basketball letter. I kept practicing. I kept working on my game. Even though I didn't see no hope in sight, I just kept doing so. And I remember a week right before I graduated from high school, I got home off the bus and I was going through some old mail and I saw this letter that said Tiger basketball. And I immediately got excited because that is what I've been hoping for. That is what I've been telling myself over and over again, that I was going to get a college basketball letter. I got so excited. I went to my mom and said, Mama, I got a college basketball letter. She was like, really? What? Have you called the school? I said, no. So I called this school and this coach answered the phone. I said, hey, I'm Gene Mosley. I got a basketball letter from you guys. He said, Gene Mosley, who? I say, Gene Mosley, the guy you sent the letter to. He said, we never sent a Eugene Mosley a letter to play college basketball for us. You must have got there by mistake. I said, well, I got a college basketball letter. Can I come up and try out for the team? He said, absolutely. You can come try out, but we can't promise you anything. I went up there and I tried out for that college basketball team and I made that team. Here's the thing though. I truly believe to this day, because of those affirmations, and I kept saying them over and over again, I kept believing it, I kept feeling it, that attracted that basketball letter in my life. And see, a lot of you guys out there, you have dreams you want to accomplish, and I want to encourage you to start using robotic affirmations, especially when it pertains to developing a self-worth that you're worthy of having that dream, that goal, whatever it is you want to accomplish. You see, over the years, I've developed so many affirmations. Affirmations that helped me get through college, affirmations that helped me to be successful in corporate America. And I had this one long affirmation that I use over and over again that helped me in so many ways. So I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. The affirmation went like this. I was raised in a single parent home because my father left when I was 11 years old. We was poor, but I didn't let welfare define me or confine me to poverty. Instead, it inspired me. And that's why I stand in my worth today. Now, I used that affirmation for years, and that's what I used to help build my self-worth, to get over my feeling of unworthy. And that has served me in so many different areas of my life. But as I've gotten older and the challenges in my life have become even tougher, I developed another affirmation. And you probably heard it, you see it on my shirt, and that affirmation is, I'm worthy to be great. Now, that is a robotic affirmation that I say to myself no matter what situation I'm in. I tell myself before I go to bed, I'm worthy to be great. When I wake up in the morning, I'm worthy to be great. Now, when I'm saying that, I know what I'm talking about. I'm worthy to be a great speaker. I'm worthy to be a great author. And you can do the same thing. See, when you have these feelings of unworthiness, when you feel you're unworthy, you can start to develop yourself or to build that self-worth through robotic affirmations. I want to encourage you to tell yourself every day that you're worthy to be great, but you can be more specific. See, if you want to be a doctor, for example, you can tell yourself every morning, I'm worthy to be a great doctor. If you want to be a great teacher, you can tell yourself every day, I'm worthy to be a great teacher. And what that's going to do over time is, as you say it, you will start to believe it. See, one thing I've noticed over the years as I've been doing affirmations is that the more you tell yourself something over and over again, the more you start to believe it. Now, when you first start, you're not going to believe it much. Your mind is going to tell you that you're lying, and you're going to have a hard time believing it because you're not seeing it in your life. You're not accustomed to feeling that way, or you're not that great speaker. You're not that great author. But if you keep telling yourself over and over again, eventually you will become that. You will attract circumstances in your life that will allow you to start living your goals, to start living your dreams. Now, this is something I learned from Muhammad Ali. I remember I was a kid and my daddy lived with us. He took me to the mall to meet Muhammad Ali. And I remember walking up to him and he punched me in my chin. He was like, you want to be a great fighter? Now, I didn't want to be a fighter, but I said, yeah. He said, you can be a great fighter if you want to be a great fighter. You have to believe you can be great. And that stuck with me even though I was a little kid. And when I got older, I started seeing interviews of Muhammad Ali. And I see he kept saying to himself, I'm the greatest in the world. I'm the greatest in the world. Even though he hadn't won no championships or anything like that. See, what he was using was robotic affirmations. He was training his subconscious mind to become great. And because he kept saying it over and over again, he believed it. He felt it, and eventually he became a great boxer. So whatever it is you want to accomplish in this world, you have to realize you can use robotic affirmations to overcome your feeling of unworthy. Because as long as you feel unworthy of your goals, as long as you feel unworthy for your dreams, you're not going to be able to make them become a reality. But before you go to bed at night, if you tell yourself you're worthy to be great, when you wake up in the morning, you tell yourself you're worthy to be great. As you go throughout your day, you tell yourself you're worthy to be great. And you be specific about the thing that you have a great vision of achieving in your life. Eventually, you will become great at whatever it is. So it's time for you to start using robotic affirmations to overcome your feeling of unworthy, because you are worthy to be great. If you like this video, I want to ask you to like and share this video. Also, hit that bell so anytime I post a new video, you are notified. I also want to encourage you to join my Word to Be Great newsletter. This newsletter is designed to help you build your self-discipline, your self-worth, and self-confidence so you can achieve your dreams. So click the link below and join my newsletter today.